Hey, my crafty loving friends, welcome to Repurpose My Way. I am Shelly, the face behind the creative process here on Repurpose My Way. I just wanted to touch base with you and let you know this channel is for upcycling, repurposing, and just makeovers that are budget friendly, mostly secondhand items. I love to secondhand shop, and then I resell it typically. I have a booth that has plenty of space for all my goodies. So I love to just get creative and just go for it. So join me in watching this video and seeing what comes of these recent thrift flips. I love to do these rolling pins, and they go well in my booth. They sell well, and I love to print them up. Now I made up some labels that you can purchase on Etsy, and I want to put this one on here, but I need to change the color, obviously. And I'm thinking black would look good, a black distress. So I'm going to just use a little bit of apple barrel black paint, and I'm going to give this a good coat of black paint. It probably will take more than one, but one coat, probably a couple coats, but that's okay. I have them propped up on a couple of spray can lids so that I can just kind of move it around and get the whole thing painted and let it dry without sticking to my mat down underneath. It only took one coat because I decided I wanted to distress it back around the edges. So that's what I'm doing here, is just distressing, getting it back down to the original wood. So when I add my antique wax, it will darken it up. I also sanded the handles to get off any of that shiny sealant that was on there so that it would take my antique wax on there. I wanted to age those up a little bit, and of course on the end. I'll show you the difference here once I wipe it back between the done side and the not done side, and you can see that it just darkens it up a little bit and ages it. And then once I put my little printable on the front, and I get it to dry, I will then add antique wax to the middle of my rolling pin. I'm going to use Mod Podge to glue it on, so I'm just going to add Mod Podge to where I want my printable to be. This one is the keeping room one, and I have a smaller version, but that one got a little paint on it, and I didn't want to waste paper and reprint, so I just used the bigger version, and this looks fine. I'm just going to add Mod Podge over the top to make sure it's all sealed in, and then I will let that dry before I add any of my antique wax or anything else to it. I added the antique wax over everything and the edges of my little printable, and I think this makes it look nice and aged. Just wiping it back, and then I'm going to add some little details. So now I want to make a hanger with my wire. I buy this wire at Tractor Supply. I like it because it's pliable, but it also holds its shape when I put it into a particular shape. So I'm going to use this to make a little homemade hanger for my rolling pin. So I'm just making a loop at the top. That's where I'm going to be able to hang that off a nail or a tack or something. And I'm just going to loop around the ends so that they give a little decorative touch, but it also helps hold that rolling pin in. I'm going to try and do both sides about the same. And then I'm going to add a tie to it on the top with some homespun material. I think this makes this very versatile. You could either take the rolling pin and put it in a crock, or you can hang it from the little hanger here. I do prefer the black wire, and you can find this in the fencing department at Tractor Supply or any kind of hardware store, I'm sure, but they probably have the shiny stuff as well, the silvery stuff. So you can get that if you prefer that color as well. Then I'm going to take my brown wire that I have, it's brown coated wire, and I'm going to wrap that around. It's not as sturdy as the wire that I used as the hanger, so I'm going to use this around the edges, wrap it around several times, and just give it a little nod to the rustic look. And we're just going to wrap that around and tie it, and then this piece is done. Besides a little rusty star on the top, I want to do that on the hanger part. And then this is finished. got this blank slate washboard. Look at that, $4 at the Goodwill. I mean, I prefer $2 or $3, but I'm not gonna diss it because I'll tell you what, most things are $6 and above. $6 and above, so I'm gonna go with the $4, especially on this blank slate. It's not perfect, but what in Prim is, I mean, seriously, you know, it's got a little bit of an overhang there. It's okay. Somebody put a hole in it, they must have hung it, or maybe, I mean, I don't know, who knows what happened there. But anyway, I love it. It's got a little bit of rust. It looks like in the metal, that is metal. Go this side and check that out, but it's so cool. So I had to make up a printable to put in here because it needed something, and of course it had to be Crow. So Laundry Soap Company, and I had to stretch it out a little bit. So it is a little stretched, but it fits almost perfectly right in here. And I was going to, originally, I was going to do a mustard color on this, and then of course distress it back and give it some, you know, some age and all that. But honestly, I'm thinking that a little bit of black paint is going to look a lot better. And then I want to add some more faux rust, you know, in spots around, and just make this look really aged and old. All right, so I'm just gonna take some blue tape and put it on just around the edges here so that I can keep the black off from the metal part. For now, who knows, I may decide I wanna do it black later on. I don't know, we're just gonna wing it. We're winging this guy. I'm gonna put one coat on both sides of the washboard. It's covering really well, so we're going to let that dry, take off the blue tape around the inside, and then I will be distressing the black. Just going to take it back to the original wood look so that when I add my antique wax, that will grab on and give it a nice brown hue to the raw wood. And then I like how it seals up the black and makes it look nice and aged. Now that I have it all sanded and distressed, we're going to go in with a little bit of antique wax, and we're going to antique up the black. I'm going to try to stay out of the middle on the front where I'm going to put my little label so that that'll stick better. But I just want to get this antiqued up first. And of course sealed in too. So this is my laundry soap label that I showed you earlier, and I had it stretched out so that it would fit perfectly in this spot, which it definitely looks really good with the black. Pops so nice. So I'm going to have this on my Etsy shop, and I'll have a link to it. It will have this one, a vertical one, and a smaller horizontal one, like taller and a little bit skinnier. So you'll get those 3 different ones to choose from with your purchase. We're going to take some Mod Podge, and we're going to put it down where we're going to put our laundry label. Make sure it's straight. There we go. All right, and then I'm going to put a nice layer over the top to seal that down. So I have this crow cut out from 24 Hour Crafts. It's about 5.5 inches long. I'll have a link to it down in the description box, so if you want to purchase one. So they come raw wood like this. I painted it black a while ago. I just sanded it down and then added antique wax so that I could get my nice brown edges, just to define them a little bit. So we're gonna let him dry because he's still got a little antique wax on him, but I'm gonna glue a magnet on the back of him. I'll also have a link to that. And we're gonna be able to stick him onto the laundry soap washboard. So I wanna go ahead and put that on so that it will dry and I can stick that on there. Just gonna use some E6000, put this on the back of my magnet. It's a pretty strong magnet too. Stick it on to my crow. All right, so I have my grubby mix out. This is cinnamon, instant coffee, cloves, allspice, all kinds of yummy smelling spices mixed together in this bowl. And then I have some Mod Podge. I switched out my Mod Podge to one where I don't care if I get some of that in there. And I'm just gonna go along and add my Mod Podge to spots where I want my faux rust to be. I'm gonna use my grubby mix as like a faux rust. So we're just gonna kind of go along and do that. And then while the glue is still wet, we're just gonna sprinkle it on to the glue. The glue will dry clear and then it will look like rust. Just pop it right back in. There you go, you can see the rusty spots. All right, so I used this clear matte spray over the top of my spices to give that a seal because I like the look of it once it's done. Instead of, you can use the Mod Podge, but I like it better using the clear spray. It kind of brings out the coffee and pops all different colors. Now I'm just taking my brush that I use my antique wax with and just using what's on it and just kind of brushing it around and aging up this metal a little bit, trying like to get in mostly around the edges and like just in spots here and there, getting any of that loose stuff up. And I think that's aged that up quite a bit. So this was the original. And then if you flip it over, you can see that it looks a little more aged, got some rust on there. And I've got this and it's still drying. So I'm not going to put it on just yet, but I was just going to show you what that looks like on there. I think that's going to look really good stuck on there. And then you can kind of put something on to magnetize, to hold it up there, a little sign, a little picture, or nothing at all. You could just have that on there. I think that would look really cute. So I decided to take some raffia and fold it over and just kind of wrap it in the middle and fluffed out the top and fluffed out the bottom. And then I also took a rusty star and wrapped around some wire, and I'm gonna glue that to the back of my little crow. So we're just gonna put it like as if it was kind of hanging from his beak a little bit, or his little mouth. I'm gonna take this just to make it stand out a little more and flatten it out. I'm going to have this cup up over the top and this hanging out the bottom. Let's add a little bit of glue. There we go. Kind of makes them stand out a little bit. All right, we're going to stick that on there. Have that hanging, and then I have a little bow that I want to stick on there. Put that on just to dress it up a little bit. I picked up this raw wood basket at Goodwill and I really liked the shape of it. It was $6, which was a little bit on the high end for me, but I grabbed it anyway and decided I wanted to richen up that raw wicker that was on it and give it a stained look. So I darkened it with my antique wax, brushed it on, and then I just wiped it back and that gave it a nice rich look. I couldn't take off the tie on the top, so I just left it on there and worked around it, moving it up and down on the basket wherever I needed to add my wax to. Once that was dry, I went in with my just black paint and brushed it on like a dry brush. I then took a baby wipe and wiped it back so that it would blend in a lot better with the antique wax. And that's all that I did with this one. It was super simple and easy, and I wanted to show it to you because it doesn't always have to be such a big process to flip something. I hope you enjoyed my projects today. Let me know down in the comments if you had a favorite and which one it was. And make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and check out this video on your screen. I know you're going to love it.